What's up guys, and in today's video I thought I'd give an insight after a year that I've been platinum trophy hunting of what it's like going from Xbox achievements to PlayStation platinum trophies. And this is why I made this video. I just want to give you an insight of my opinion of how things have evolved, and also the sort of difference between the two, why I sort of fell out of love with Xbox and why I'm at the moment absolutely loving gaming again. So I had a gamer score of over 100,000, but there's one thing. I felt like I hadn't truly beaten a single game. My entire game library was just a graveyard of half-finished stories and abandoned checklists. This is a story how I traded a huge number for a single satisfying ping and discovered the rewarding hell that is the PlayStation Platinum. For years I was a die-hard achievement hunter on Xbox. It wasn't a hobby, it was a compulsion. A second game layered on top of every game I played. That little bloop sound on achievement makes, that was my dopamine hit, and it kept me coming back for more. My whole gaming philosophy boiled down to one thing: making the number next to my gamer tag go up. I wasn't playing games, I was farming them. I'd scroll through upcoming releases, not for the story or the gameplay, but for how much gamer score I could squeeze out of them. I'd grab some games on sale, play for 2 or 3 hours to snatch the easiest 200 points, and then just delete them forever. Their stories untold, their words unexplored. My progress was totally fragmented. Sure, I had 1,000 achievements from 100 different games, but what did I really have to show for it? A big list of participation trophies. I felt like a tourist collecting passport stamps, countries I'd never even seen from the airport. This whole system was all about quantity over quality, like a kind of digital strip mining. To even make sense of my own progress, I had to use external sites like True Achievements, because the Xbox system itself didn't really reward mastery, just mass participation. The number kept climbing, but my sense of accomplishment flatlined. I was playing more than ever, but enjoying it less. A hollow feeling of a high score with zero substance behind it started to gnaw at me, and I knew I needed a change. The change came when I got my hands on a PlayStation 5. As I was boozing it up, poking around the interface, I stumbled onto the trophy system. It was similar to achievements, sure, but with one crucial game-changing difference: the platinum. This one shiny icon sat at the very top of every trophy list, a final reward that I was only for people who did everything else. It wasn't just another 50 points to throw onto a massive, endless pile. It was a capstone, final declaration. The Platinum Trophy represents a commitment to 100% mastery, and that was a huge shift from the scattered, partial progress I was used to. It offered a definitive, you did it, I felt infinitely more meaningful. Suddenly, the idea of actually finishing a game, of seeing everything it had to offer, became this incredible new challenge. The system itself just felt more elegant. I loved the slick visual pop of the PS5's trophy animations, and the fact that the leveling system was built right in, giving me a clean gauge of my dedication without needing a third-party site to translate it. It was a total shift in mindset. The goal wasn't to get a high score anymore, it was to conquer a game, whole and entire. I decided right then to leave the world of gamerscore farming behind. I was being a tourist in my own game library. I wanted to become a master, one platinum at a time. My first target, like it is for so many PS5 owners, was Astro's Playroom, and honestly, it was the perfect introduction into the Platinum Hunter's mindset. The game is just a joyful celebration of PlayStation's history, but more importantly, it's a trophy list. It's perfectly designed to guide you through every single nook and cranny of this world. There are no insane grinds, no luck-based headaches, no game-breaking glitches. It's just pure fun of a tour of what it means to be a completionist. I didn't even need a guide. The goals were crystal clear. Find all the puzzle pieces, collect every artifact, finish the gacha machine. Each trophy wasn't just a random task, it was a signpost pointing me towards a new secret I would have completely missed otherwise. I was seeing the entire game exactly how the developers wanted me to. And then it happened. After I snagged the very last artifact, my screen filled with that beautiful rising animation. The platinum trophy popped. The sound, a visual confirmation, it was 1,000 times more satisfying than any gamer score bloop I had ever heard. It wasn't just another notification, it was a seal of approval. It felt like a final nod from the developers saying, "You saw it all, you did it all for the first time." It felt like I hadn't just played a game, I had mastered it. That feeling was addictive. I knew I was on the right path, I just had no idea how steep the path was about to get. After his playroom, I was hungry for a real challenge. I was ready for the grind, and so I set up a separate account just for me to chill out on. And for me, that grind was Stardew Valley. On the surface, it's this cozy, relaxing farming sim, but its platinum trophy, it demands a level of dedication that borders on obsession. Talking about a journey that could easily blow past 200 hours. The trophy list is a monster. Catch every fish, cook every recipe, ship every single item, befriend everyone in town. Oh, and it also includes beating the dreaded Journey of the Prairie King arcade game without dying. This is where the romance of trophy hunting slams into the cold, hard reality of the grind. My life became a mess of spreadsheets and wiki pages. I had a laptop open right next to me to cross-reference fishing charts and character schedules. My nights weren't spent running the same virtual errands over and over again, handing out gifts and planting crops to keep from totally burning out. I had to get strategic. I'd listen to hours of podcasts and music just to push through the long, repetitive fishing or mining sessions. I learned to take breaks, to play something else for a day or two, just to reset my brain before diving back in. There were moments I was ready to quit. Days spent trying to catch one specific elusive fish that only appears in a certain season with a certain weather pattern. Felt like a special kind of torture, but the thought of the platinum, of truly conquering this massive game, is just kept me going. When I finally crafted the last item and the craftmaster trophy popped, followed by a second later by the platinum, the relief, the accomplishment was just immense. This was one trophy earned through hundreds and hundreds of pure persistence. Felt more valuable than the 10,000 game score I could have gotten from half playing 20 different games. It was a proof that I could stick with something and see a monumental task through to the very end. It cemented my philosophy. The real reward is in the mastery, not the metrics. But let's be real, the road to a platinum isn't always long, straightforward, a test of endurance. Sometimes you hit a wall made of bad code, questionable design, or just plain awful luck. This is the dark side of trophy hunting, glitched trophies, and the cruel mercy of the random number generator, or RNG for short. I've been there. You pour 80 hours into a game, you follow a guide to the letter, only to realise a story trophy just didn't unlock. Your only options are to wait and hope for a patch that might never come, or to start the entire game again from scratch. It's a soul-crushing experience that tests the patience of even the most dedicated hunters. But when it's even more maddening than the glitches is RNG. These are luck-based trophies that just throw skill out the window and turn your quest into a lottery. Maybe it's getting a super rare item to drop, or unlocking all 150 jokers in a game like Balatro, where you're completely at the mercy of what the game feels like giving you. Or worst of all, it's a multiplayer trophy where you have to rely on other players, like taking out 3 enemies with specific items in a 10-second window. These are the trophies that cause true burnout. You can spend hours, days, just repeating the same action, praying the digital dice finally rolls in your favour. It's in the repetitive purgatory that you really start to question your life choices. But this is also where trophy hunting community is amazing. You find comfort in forums, sharing strategies, venting your frustrations, and celebrating like crazy when somebody finally breaks through that wall of bad luck. Overcoming a glitched or RNG heavy trophy isn't just a personal win, it feels like a victory against an unjust system. And when that trophy finally pops, it's not just satisfaction you feel, it's pure, unfiltered triumph. Switching from achievement hunting to chasing platinums completely changed how I connect with my favourite hobby. I traded a wide, shallow ocean of gamer score for deep dives into games I now know inside and out. I left behind that graveyard of half-finished stories for a small, curated collection of masterpieces. It's not always fun, the grind can be exhausting, and the glitches are infuriating. But that feeling of seeing that platinum trophy appear, knowing you have wrung every last drop of content out of that game, that's a level of satisfaction a bigger number could never give me. It's the ultimate reward for true mastery. So now guys, that was a deep dive into my experiences going from Xbox achievements to trophy platinum hunting. So now I want to hear from you. What's your proudest platinum? 100% completion or single achievement? What's the one that tested your sanity but was totally worth it in the end? Let me know your story in the comments below. And if you haven't already, please drop a like on the video and subscribe if you're new. And I'll catch you all in the next one.